When I was a child, all of the girls had cooties. Now as an adult, some of the girls have cooties. Molestation sounds like a terrible place to wait for a bus. I have to imagine that cats who are assholes are 10 times worse than people who are assholes, because not only are they pieces of shit, they're pieces of cat shit. If I were a rapper, my name would be Fidgety Cent. Dropping coin like it's not at all on purpose. A lot of people are concerned about the polar ice caps melting, but I prefer to look at the world's oceans as half full. Nicolas Cage sounds like the best place to keep the worst Nicholas. Either that, or a terrifying place to decide the strongest Nicholas. So for the last several years, I was developing a video conferencing app a lot like Zoom, but unfortunately, I named it COVID. I mean, shirts, hats, I had investors. There's a boat, at least a boat. I got a whole wall of vintage guitars, just bought them all. I thought this idea had wings. I thought this was gonna soar. Apparently not. Speaking of Zoom, what happened to Skype? Skype got zoomed. Hella. Like, Skype was set up. They were the video conferencing app that we all knew, and then Zoom just out of nowhere. Is it Chinese? Is Zoom Chinese? I bet it's Chinese. I have 4 cats, and I've had to get them all fixed. Apparently it's very easy to break cats. Sam Kinison got hit by a car and became Sam Kinison. Roseanne got hit by a car and became Roseanne. Stephen King got hit by a car and remained Stephen King. Now, Satan just looked up, I guess, and was like, I don't know what you want me to do. That's the most fucked up person I could come up with. Hit him with something bigger. If you find yourself struggling with your sexuality, why don't you back off? Because clearly the answer is no. If Dalmatians, tigers, and zebras didn't have their markings, they wouldn't be so recognizable. I'm sensing a pattern here. In my experience, promiscuous, overweight women are quite eager to blow things out of proportion. I don't trust adults as far as I can throw them. Children and pets now. That'll be a case-by-case basis. There's a name for people who love to hate gays. It's assholes. And there's a name for people who love to fuck assholes. So it occurs to me that if assholes weren't such assholes, gays might not be so gay. M. Night Shyamalan presents My Left Foot 2, Lost Souls. Perhaps the left foot isn't the right foot. And if you liked My Left Foot 2, please enjoy My Left Foot 3, The Human Centipede. How many jail sentences in a prison paragraph essay? So I invented a piece of furniture that I call a snoilet, which depending upon where you install it is either a toilet that you can sleep on or a bed that you can shit into. Speaking of which, I had a dream last night that Satan exited my body and it felt so amazing, so transformative, so orgasmic really, that I actually came on the whole cast of Doug. Now, before I continue, I want to stress a few points. Number 1, in my mind, I'm 14, so that seems above the board to me. Number 2, it was all consensual. I assure you, everybody was having a great time. Skeeter actually came too. Well, that's what he does, I guess. No one was forced to be there. Number 3, if you do the math, they're all in their 30s or something like that. I'm not really sure. 4th, they're fictional characters anyway. They're animated. They're timeless, you know. In any event, I awoke the next morning sullen to discover that
the Dark Lord still lives within me and controls my every thought and deed.
And actually, I had passed out that night at my ex-girlfriend's house. She didn't own a snoilet, hence the ex. I had a pet peeve once, but it was so picky about what I fed it that it died, along with any connection that I had to this world. This one's for you. Why not refill the TP when you're just sitting there anyway? That Batman guy is really throwing off the curve for vengeful orphans, wouldn't you say? Not that every parentless child is orphaned in such circumstances, but still, a certain percentage of them, commensurate to the loss. Really making the rest of those orphans look like assholes. Like, come on, Kyle. I know we weren't rich, but at least you could pick up a fucking baseball bat or look up a phone number or something. Make a prank call. Shit, what were we worth to you? By the way, really putting a dent in that Gotham crime. Totally not serialized or anything like that. It's not like your antics have provided fodder for an entire several reboots at least. Way to go. I got a Bluetooth-enabled smart sink that's supposed to wash my dishes for me, but I can't get it to communicate with my computer. So until I can get my sink to sync, I'm just taking all of my dishes to tech support. The illegal alien versus sexual predator. Turns out to just be a guy alone in his bedroom grappling with his own sexuality. Twist. Nipple twist. I've cured cancer a number of times, but it makes the worst tasting jerky. How big of a dent do you think we'd put in hate crimes if we just made all bullets gay? Hey, did you just shoot that guy? That was so gay. I don't want to be your friend anymore. I mean, unless you are gay. Literary sounds like the most disorganized library ever. Hey, y'all got Catcher in the Rye? I don't know, maybe. Check back later. If you believe that ghosts are spirits with unfinished business, then it stands to reason that somewhere in Germany there's a phantom Hitler shadowboxing Jews. And if you can't imagine being Hitler, then maybe you have a problem with concentration. I imagine that being a stalker is very stressful. I imagine. It's got to be difficult to balance your professional life and your health and your personal life and still squeeze in some you belong to me time.